Hi, I'm Lee Iridium. Hope you're doing all right today. It's single video review time. It's not something I usually say, but I'm revisiting a recent reaction that I did, and I'm going to review the video and tell you a little bit more about this band and this album that's coming out. The band's Sarayasign from Sweden, melodic hard rock band. I reacted to a track the other day, When Worlds Collide, and it literally has blown me away, and a lot of subscribers it has as well. All positive feedback about this band, and well deserved too. So I've actually brought out the video for this song now, but I wanted to talk about the band a little bit more in depth and this project, if you like, that they're doing across 4 albums. Yeah, that's right, 4 albums. So the first album's coming out on the 27th of May. It's called Throne of Gold. It's coming out on Melodic Passion Records, and it's a concept album, and it spans across, the story's going to span across 4 albums, with Throne of Gold being the first album. So the story itself was written by the drummer, rhythm guitarist, and he does some of the soundscapes and stuff like that, Jesper Lindberg, and he's had this story for 28 years. He's been sort of, started writing this story 28 years ago, and of course now it's becoming a reality for him, and what I've heard so far is absolutely amazing. So the story itself is about a world called Saraya, and like I said, it's initially a concept to be told over 4 albums. I'm not sure if it might extend after that as well. It's a fantasy story as far as I could tell. Read a little bit about it, involving good and evil. Like, it's a really in-depth story, and of course it's going to go across 4 albums, so in-depth as you like. And the amazing thing about this, for me personally, is I was blown away by this song, When Worlds Collide, and Jesper, the drummer, sent me another 3 tracks from this album to listen to. I'm not going to play them because I'm not allowed, and I wouldn't do that anyway. But I was blown away by each one of them. I heard the next single, I heard a more epic song, and another one as well, and each of them were just amazing in their own right. And what I'm really amazed at was the way they're so catchy within a concept album. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's take Operation Mindcrime, for example, from Queensryche. Although it's a concept album, a lot of bands can't pull it off where the songs are so standalone on their own as well. Sometimes bands get lost in the concept and they forget the hooks and the melodies and the choruses, and each one of these songs just blew me away as much as this song did. I honestly think this is going to be one of the albums of the year. And I know I say that a lot, but I mean, you guys were blown away by When Worlds Collide. You are going to be blown away by them other 3 tracks, and probably from what's to come on the rest of the album. So it's just amazing. I mean, some of that stuff that Jesper sent me, a little bit more proggy at times, especially on one track, more the epic one, but just everything's so melodic and huge sounding. The guys in the band are fantastic. Let me run through those. Stefan Nyqvist on the vocals. What an amazing vocalist. Just, I mean, where has he been all my life? Just amazing. Just so strong and melodic. You got Daniel Clev, I think you pronounce it, on the bass. And you've got Jesper himself on the drums and rhythm guitar and soundscapes. I always say the drums and the bass together because they're really important. They're the rhythm section. And I just got to say that track that you've already heard, that you're going to hear again and watch the video, it just sort of encompasses everything I've heard as well on top of that. The drummer and the bassist are just such an important, integral part of this band. Also, Jesper being the songwriter as well, or the story writer as well. Daniel Blom on the lead guitar, man. What an amazing lead guitarist. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear the rest of the album as well, or at least them 3 tracks that I heard, and to it didn't just stop on this track. I mean, it is just amazing, so busy throughout, so melodic with those sort of melody lines. And the keyboardist Andre Axelsson Hofgren, I think that's how it's pronounced, he's just amazing, because you've got a lot going on in this album. Some of the songs, there's keys throughout, but they add everything to it, makes it more epic. It's just used brilliantly. So, man, this is a fantastic song, and those 3 songs, I'm probably making you jealous now. You should be. So I'm sorry, but I can't wait for you to hear them. I might be as excited as the band for everyone to hear this album. So I haven't heard the album yet, but I can imagine if it's anything like, if it's half as good as what I've heard already, I'm gonna love it. So this is more like a review, which I don't usually do, of the song and the video. What I'm not going to do, I'm not going to stop it this time. I'm going to play it all the way through, because I stopped it on the first time I heard it, obviously as audio only. I want to concentrate on the visuals as well. I don't know what it's going to be like. As you know, sometimes videos are sort of an afterthought sometimes from bands now. You know, it's just make it as cheap as possible, which you can understand. Who's got money these days in music apart from, you know, Maiden and Black Sabbath and all those bands? You know what I mean? There's all these up and coming bands of, so if they make anything that's half decent video, and I'm sure Jesper wanted the video to be as good as he could because of the work that's gone into the music. But here we go. This is like a review again. I'm sort of, I haven't heard When Worlds Collide apart from when I first heard it, and the editing as well, so I haven't gone back and listened again, so it's quite fresh to me again. So I'm going to be blown away again, I know, by the music, but I'm going to try and concentrate as well on the video itself. Here we go. I love this song. Here we go, without further ado.
Dark clouds roll by.
So musically, there's just nothing to say. It's just absolutely fantastic. I mean, it almost brings it to life even more. You know, it's just watching it and listening to the music as well. I'll tell you what, that sort of, I didn't think about this before, but I'll tell you who I could imagine. There's only one person or artist or band, if you like, that I can imagine doing something like this, and that's Yawn Londe. I mean, I could just imagine the band writing something like this. It's really classy. You know, Yawn's been involved in some great stuff, you know, Master Plan and his own band. I love Yawn Londe, and you could sort of imagine some of this. It's got sort of some of the, it sounds like it's got some of the songwriting traits, if you like, of Yawn Londe. But that's just me imagining it probably, but I love Yawn. I couldn't love an artist, a modern artist, any more than I love Yawn Londe. So that's a real good thing to say. You know, that's a really cool thing to say about them. I love the filming, man. It's a guy called Joel Nielsen. So he filmed this video, and it is done brilliantly. You know what, you couldn't have asked for anything better. I did say at the beginning that some bands, it's almost like an afterthought. But obviously visuals are really important to this project, or this band's project, if you like, Sarayasign. You know, because the music is just captivating. It is just absolutely brilliant. Some of the best music I've heard for a while. But they obviously, visuals are so important as well. It's going to be part of that story, if you like. You know, the worst thing would be a crappy old video, you know, them playing in their kitchen or something. Can you imagine that? This is just perfectly done. But I mean, it's just really class, the way they've done it. I love the little signage that's popping about. It's obviously something to do with the story, the concept, which I actually love. I love everything about the video, and obviously the music is just outstanding, man. So I can't wait for this album. It's too long. 27th of May is just too long. And let me tell you, the songs I listened to, I think were it wasn't quite mastered yet or something. Jesper said to me. So it wasn't the finished product. And man, they sounded fucking brilliant. So imagine what the finished product is going to sound like, man. This is one of the most exciting releases of this year. In fact, it's one of the most exciting concepts, because another 3 albums to come after this as well. Absolutely superb. Sarayasign, When Worlds Collide. Amazing, just amazing. I love it. What do you think of the video? I mean, obviously you guys have watched the my reaction as well, but let me know what you think of the video as well. It's just brilliant, absolutely superb. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next time.